Hello guys, it is your boy James Games. I am a little sick right now, and I just want to talk about something. I see the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9. So there are spoilers included in this. So if you have watched it and you just want to listen to see how I liked it, you can watch it, but if you haven't watched it, you can still watch it. You can still watch it. I'm gonna spoil a lot from the main story, but yeah, if you really want to be spoiled, you can watch it. So spoilers are included. This is just me kind of like talking about the actual movie, what happened in it, and how I liked it and stuff. Okay, let's get let's continue on with the actual ranting. So the Amazing Digital Circus, episode 9. It starts off with this yellow fishy guy asking you to please keep your phones on silent so you don't disturb the movie theater. Then he says, usually Kane does these things, but he can't since he's dead. Which, pretty funny. Alright, well. And then episode 8 starts playing. God, I'm sick, bro. Alright, we're going to episode 9. So, Jax is very mad. And everyone's taking the side of Kane since he accidentally deleted Kane or killed him. And Jax is like, you all take his side, but when I do one small thing, you guys never take mine. And then they start, then Jack starts saying some and then everyone starts crying, and then he walks away somewhere, and then Pommy follows Kinger to somewhere he's going, because they're all basically walking away. And then Kinger is basically rebuilding the circus because he like has the power since he's like another AI. So yeah, and then basically wait, what happens next? And there aren't gonna be any images since I am on PlayStation 5 recording these. So yeah, didn't know if you guys knew that. But yeah, okay, whatever. So basically, Kane, since he's another AI, he knows how to build. And then Pomni walks over and says, "Hey, need any help?" And then he's like, "Yeah, sure, you can try." And then Pomni builds a little triangle that falls into the abyss. And then she starts getting better. It's like a time lapse. And then more of the friends come along to help. And then they're basically rebuilding the circus, except for Jax. And we don't know where Jax went. And then it kind of like skips to somewhere. I think they're on top of like a balcony where like they used to get the hot chocolate, like in episode 8 where they put the bucket on Kinger's head, or Kane's head, whatever his name is. So they're up there and they're like, of course he did this when we barely have anything. And then it shows what is it called, like the thing with tons of eyes, and it happens when you like go crazy and try and find an exit, and where Kane's sent to in the cellar. What's its name? Abstraction. Yeah. So that's basically roaming down the bottom, and then And then Pomni is like, of course he did this when we barely have anything. So you're so what I'm thinking is, wait, holy shiz. I'm not gonna say a curse word because family friendly. And then I'm like, did Jax abstract? And then Pomni is like sneaking around the place trying to find something. Then she makes it to where all the like rooms are, and then she sees the abstraction. She grabs a Glock 19. Actually, I know it's a revolver. Sorry, I was scared. Alright, whatever. Let's get back to ranting. And basically, I'm like, oh, it's gonna. I wonder if it's gonna die. I wonder if after it dies, if it's gonna give back all the friends. And then she's shooting the lights on the ceiling. I'm like, what are you doing, girly pop? Cause like, what the fuck are you doing? You could be shooting it. And then it finally stops in front of Pomni. And right now we're not getting into too much spoilers. If someone who hasn't watched the movie is still watching, scroll off now. Oh, and also if you're on episode 7 and you just finished and you're about to see episode 9, the last act, don't watch episode 8 first. It's a combination of both episodes. So if you watch episode 8, you'll probably go like a little bored, like, man, I already seen all of this. I don't want to see this. So yeah, just warning you. Okay, and so Pomni enters the abstraction creature, and basically she's trying to look for Jax, and then we see a floating person that looks like Jax, and then she gets teleported to sort of like a room that is the game broken? Huh? Alright, I think the game's broken. I'm gonna have to find a different one. Sorry guys. I did not want that to happen. Alright, well I'll keep ranting. So basically, there's tons of doors with Jax's face on it, and some have weird stuff, like very weird stuff that I'm not gonna bring up in the video. And others have not really weird stuff. So basically, there's this one really locked door that she tries to open, and right there I'm like, Girly Pop is fucking locked with fucking chains. What do you think you're gonna be able to do? Like, huh? Like, I'm like, she's stupid at that point. And then she's like, okay, it's locked in her head, because she walks away without really saying anything because she's alone. So she like goes to the final door, Golden Jack's door. And basically, Golden Jack's door has tons of Jack's like memories or things he can like do. And then that there's the locked door again, but not with the chains and stuff. And she's like, do any of you guys have a key? And then the one Jack's memory that hates Tommy's like, even if I did, I wouldn't give it to you. And then they start like descending or like becoming fog or whatever. And then like all of them become the fog except for this one playing piano. And then it's like, don't worry, I have a key. So or he doesn't really say anything. He just grabs the key and like holds it out to Pomni. And she doesn't say anything either because she didn't have time. Because she just abyss. And then basically she goes into the other door. And then she just she sees Jax far away, and he's just yapping about like you're just gonna make this all worse. Why did you come? And then basically Pomni's not really talking, and then basically it's just a lot of boring talking. But then we start seeing tons of memories and stuff. I'm not really gonna talk about that too much because I don't really remember. And then basically, well, I'm gonna stop saying basically. And then like after all of that, like after the whole abstraction thing, we see Kane in like the abyss where he was sent after he died. And he's like, what was I really that bad? And then he starts figuring out how to make like blocks again, and then he finds like an exit door or something. And then he like starts building up to it, and then he like he's like, I don't know if I should go in his head because he's about to reach out and go back into the real world, and then he's like, I don't know if I should. I don't know. And then basically he walks in, and it's a big search bar. He starts searching random names, and then after he does that a lot, he heads back to like the circus. And basically, bro, I said I was gonna say basically. Oh my fuck. And then he's like, I think I can do it. And then he walks over to them, and everyone's like, huh? Oh wait, but before that happens, he like reaches into his head in the abyss and takes out the blue orb. That's probably like his anger and control, cause he's like, I'll miss you a lot. And then when he meets when he meets with like Pomni and everyone else except for Jax, cause he's abstracted. He's basically like, I want to give you control of the circus. I know I've been very bad. And then Zibble's like, Kane, it's gonna take a lot of time for us to have the tiniest bit of like trust. You made us go through a lot of hell. And he's like, yeah, I know. Well, meet me at this stage when you want. I have something to show you. And then he like flies off. And then they're all like, what could he have now? No adventure. They walk over, and it's a big like projector thing. And it basically turns on and starts telling them about the real life people, like Gangle, Zoe, and I don't remember the other people's names, but basically after that, they all, Kane starts helping them build something, because they made a massive tent with like borders with like soft pillows for the abstraction, so it doesn't like move too much. And then that basically is where it ends. But if you wait, there's a sequel part. And basically, in this sequel part, it shows them all in real life. Cause he's like, you guys can come in and out whenever you want. So the sequel part is like all of them waiting at a bus stop. And then a bus comes and takes them. And one thing I remember about Jax, he is homeless. And yeah, so um and then that ends it. And then, but if you keep waiting after the actual digital circus, it shows a other red dot and a other blue dot. Does that mean it's coming back? Da, 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 da. I hope you and at that point I was like, oh my god, this was a great movie. I didn't know there was gonna be a other like thing at the end. So my cousin told me which bombastic sight cause he hasn't seen it. So I'm like, did you watch a spoiler? Mm. And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, yes, you won't even want to know the smallest thing. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. But, and then I was like, all right, I really liked this. Like, yeah, yeah. And guys, one like, story thing that's not really in the thing. I came pretty early. Like, it started at 4:20, and it was like 4:13. I was waiting, just watching YouTube on my phone, and then a random girl's walking up all the stairs, and I'm like, damn, why you need to be so high? This row's perfect to see it in the middle, of course. And then she stops at my row and she starts staring at me like bombastic sight. I'm joking, I'm joking. She's like, do you want a free bracelet? And I'm like, sure. I guess the amazing digital circus magic. Alright, guys. And I was like, and then she's like, okay. Walks down to her seat at like the very bottom, I think. And I'm like, why did she give it to me? Like, it's full on pink with some stars. It's like shiny, a black heart somewhere that I have to bend my arm to fully see. And basically, I don't know if it was supposed to be before like one of her friends that was coming, but then like her friend was like, you know what? I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I don't know. Can you guys help me? Help me, please, in the comments. I need help. But I really loved it. It was just very good for the end. Hopefully not the end since we've seen two blue dots. Hopefully not, cause I really like it. It's depressing seeing one of your favorite shows just ended. You'll never see new episodes again. Well, bye.